You're standing tall. You're standing tall. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's so good to be back. Good afternoon. Governor Inslee, thank you for all that you are and all you have done. You and I have had so many conversations over the year, and I will say that among those who are leaders in our country and by extension in the world on the issue of what we must do with a sense of urgency to protect, preserve, and love our planet, you are one of the greatest leaders. So it is good to be with you. And Trudy, thank you both. Thank you. And thank you for the warm welcome to Washington. I want to thank our Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm. She is extraordinary. She has been traveling the country, and she's a true partner to the President and me. And my dear friend, Senator Maria Cantwell, where are you? There you are. Hi. So Senator Cantwell and I served together in the United States Senate, and so I have seen her work close up. I have seen her in rooms where there are cameras. I have seen her in rooms where there are no cameras. She's the same person everywhere. She is always fighting for the people, and she is truly one of our nation's greatest climate leaders. And I want to thank you for that. And on the most recent work that has happened and on the detail of her leadership, she helped pass the CHIPS and Science Act. And that, of course, is historic in terms of its investment in climate innovation. And these are investments which will, and she always emphasizes this, it will create jobs and opportunity, not only here in Washington, but around the country. So thank you, Senator Cantwell, for your leadership always. Thank you. And Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland, I thank you. Mayor Bruce Harrell, thank you for meeting me on the tarmac and for your leadership and friendship always. And to all the activists, organizers, and young leaders here today, it is because of you and your partnership and the enthusiasm and the passion that you bring to this work that President Biden and I are taking on one of the most urgent issues of our time. And of course, that is the climate crisis. Every day around the world, the impact of the climate crisis is stark, and it is vivid. We are seeing it in real time. Here, of course, in Washington state, you have endured deadly heat waves and devastating wildfires. And across our nation, we see communities choked by drought, washed out by flood, and decimated by hurricanes. And of course, we are all praying for the people of Maui. Far too many lives lost. Far too many lives lost. Homes lost, businesses lost, livelihoods lost. And of course, we have to recognize and pay special attention to the Native Hawaiian community, which has seen some of their most sacred cultural sites destroyed. And so I will say that President Biden and I will continue to do all that we can to help the people of Hawaii, and both in terms of what they need now, but what they need in terms of recovery and what they will need to rebuild. So all of that to say, it is clear the clock is not just ticking, it is banging.
Dear friends, watch out for this. There is a new update on stimulus checks, and direct payments worth over $2,000 will be arriving for many Americans this week. Thanks to new budget surpluses, numerous states are still able to give out payments to households to assist with monthly expenses. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video, as I will be going over how you can qualify. Also, in a few days, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My friends, if you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Several million Americans are poised to collect stimulus checks, which are valued at a maximum of $1,000. Government disbursements became normal during the peak of the crisis. It was a time marked by widespread job disruptions and American households grappling to maintain their budgets. Although the bulk of crisis-related assistance has ceased, several states continue to distribute payments, primarily in the form of tax rebates and property tax refunds. For example, states such as New Mexico and Montana have approved rebates, and this is thanks to their surplus budgets. These surpluses have been buoyed by the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act, and earlier this year, New Mexico took steps to reimburse over $673 million to its residents. Also, some residents of the state of Alaska will soon receive payments of up to $3,284 as a result of oil and gas revenues from 2022. These residents will be paid from the Alaska's Permanent Fund dividend. Revenue that the state generates from its energy resources goes into the fund. It was created in 1976 to invest oil proceeds for future generations. The Permanent Fund is managed by a state-owned corporation. The latest batch of residents to be paid are scheduled to receive their checks this week. These revenue funds are redistributed to residents every year. The eligibility requirements include being a resident of Alaska for the entire calendar year before the date of application. When announcing the dividend amount last September, Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy shared that the $3,284 being paid out is the highest dividend in more than 4 decades. The state of Idaho plans to send out approximately 800,000 rebates, totaling about $500 million by the end of this year. The rebates automatically go out to individuals who were full-year Idaho residents for 2020 and 2021 and who filed income tax returns for those years. Individuals will receive $300, while families are set to receive $600, or 10% of a taxpayer's 2020 income taxes, whichever is greater. Eligible residents of the state of Minnesota will receive a one-off direct rebate payment for the 2021 tax year after a recent update to the state law. The legislation, which was signed this May, provides payments of $520 for married couples who file a joint return with an income of $150,000 or less, or $260 for individuals with an income of $75,000 or less. Minnesota residents can update their address or banking information on the official state portal if the details have changed since they filed their 2021 tax return. Even though the United States housing market continues to be comparably sluggish, amid interest rates now hovering close to 7%, the total worth of U.S. homes neared a record $47 trillion in June. High mortgage rates, inflation, and low inventory have put a strain on the housing market in the past few months. Compounding the issue, homeowners have been holding on to their low mortgage rates. More than 80% of home shoppers looking to buy and sell a home feel locked in by their current mortgage rate. But now it seems like the trend might be slowly reversing, with supply increasing, which could eventually lower price pressure. As Bloomberg reported, in terms of supply, there are growing signs that the picture in 2024 should be better. Hannah Jones, the economic data analyst, noted that the United States housing supply shortage is more than a decade in the making. So while some improvements may be ahead, it will be a long road to recovery. However, home builder confidence retreated in August as rising mortgage rates are nearing 7% and stubbornly high shelter inflation have eroded housing affordability. A recent Zillow report found that 23% of homeowners say they are considering selling their home in the next 3 years. That is a significant increase from 1 year ago. Well, my beautiful and my most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday. My dearest friends, thank you so much for being here every day and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dear friends, Please make sure that you enter these giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.